This is the CBN News Jerusalem control room. So we have our Sony FR7 controller here. We have our CCU station. So this is our broadcast color monitor with a video switching panel. This iPad is for controlling audio, our audio board. Ignore this is normally not here. We have a control computer. This computer here runs our audio software. It runs our lighting software, Grand MA. We have the X32 Behringer mixer. We also run Multiplicity to another computer that runs our video wall in our studio. And this computer also pulls an NDI feed that sends audio to the audio meter here for monitoring levels. We have a second monitor feed here that pulls audio from the AES audio of the program output. We have two, so the director can see one and the audio guy over here can see one. We normally run our audio guy over here on the software because we don't have enough crew to run a dedicated audio man on the audio board. You can also see how small our control room is. We actually will have, this can all be run by one person, so we're pretty compact. It's definitely helpful to have two people, but it can be run by one. We've done it for live events and other things. So that's one control computer. Our other control computer here is these two monitors. We run our ENPS software off of here. We run Win Plus IP for our teleprompting software, which connects to ENPS. We run a timer here called Countdown Timer. This is our program timer for the show. And we also run Central Control. We have, this manages all of our stream decks. You'll see we have 4 stream decks here. This one is running from the graphics computer, actually. And then we have 3 stream decks controlling. This is mainly more for audio on the TriCaster. And we have a lot of presets here. We've got timer presets, which is run from the Countdown Timer app.
What?
And then we have all of our record settings, so we can just punch a button, change, start recording, stop recording. We have different presets here for different multi-view presets. And yep, then here is our ME control. So we can change all of our boxes here. You know, we have different 4 boxes, 3 boxes, full screen, 2 boxes. And then inside here, each ME has 8 layers. So we can control layer A, what's in layer A, layer B, layer C, layer D. And just for reference, this is the ME up here, the ME row. And you've got layer A, B, C, and D, and then 4 keyer layers as well. So as I change layer A here, you can see it change, and layer B. So this is how we run our MEs. That is our control computer. Moving down, we have our X keys switcher, which is running directly USB into the TriCaster. We have another video routing panel, RTS comms. Then we have our expression computer running here. And we're running NDI into the TriCaster currently. We have the main output and the preview output running. Main output is key fill, and then we have the preview running to input 25, or 2 inputs on the TriCaster. NDI, as you probably know, runs key fill on the same channel. But I'm guessing if we go to the Carbonite, we'll have to have 4 channels, key and fill for the program, for the main output and the preview output. And then here's our mixer, X32 mixer. And this is a Mac Mini that just kind of monitors audio, microphone settings and in-ear settings. So on the TriCaster, we have 4 multi-views. The one on the left is camera 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we have our main multi-view, which has our DVRs for playback. We have 4 DVR bins. We have a still images buffer bin, and a sound tab, and then an audio mixer. So this is the mixer tab where we mix all of our audio. We have our microphones coming in from the mixer here. So all studio microphones come in the mixer and go to channel 3 on the TriCaster right there. And all other inputs are currently on the TriCaster or internal. So all of our Zoom inputs, they all have their own audio inputs here. They're all internal, as well as our video playback from DDR1 to input 3. Our talkback to the Zoom channels is also through there. We will be moving that to RTS. And the way our MEs work is, come here to control it easier. We have ME1. I should pull that in program here, which is all of our boxes. And we have different comps set up. So we're going to rotate between our different ones. It all animates in and out. One problem we have is that if we want to, say, take double boxes, and we'll have the anchor here and the guest here, and the guest is talking, and we want to put B-roll here, we actually have to switch to ME2, which mirrors the same settings of ME1, because all the layers are basically considered on air all the time. So that means the video playback from DDR4 or 2 is always on air, so it's always playing audio. There's no autoplay capability. So we have to go to ME2, so that way when you put ME2 into program, the B-roll will start playing automatically. And then we go back to B-roll, or back to ME1 when the B-roll's over. So I hope we can resolve that in the Carbonite. And all of our inputs here, all of our Zoom guests are here, which all have their own audio inputs down here. There's a built-in talkback. And I think that's the main thing. And then over here is our multi-view 3, which we've got a larger program and preview monitor, teleprompter, and this is our timer window that we were talking about. Let's go to... So this is our main timer window that we like. We have our main show timer, and then at the bottom here we have our DDR timer. So this is DDR1 and DDR2. So this will be all of our videos, stories, things like that are here. And then DDR2 is just our spots and commercials. And then the middle timer there is if we have a live interview, we run a second timer just for the live interview during the show. And this is seen here in the control room, as well as at each camera position in the studio. Multi-view 4 has our expression graphics here, the program and the preview, another timer window, and a couple smaller video windows here, which is also duplicated here for the producer, so they have that as well. And that is kind of our setup. When we hit record on the TriCaster, I'll just start recording here. You'll see that our clocks also turn red, so that way we know we're recording. We run that through Companion. So Companion on the computer here, bring up Companion, BitFocus Companion. It pulls recording information from the TriCaster and sends it to the clock, which changes the color of the clock. And when we stop recording, it changes back to white. And we have these here in the control room as well as in the studio. So it's very helpful for the anchor to know that we're recording as well. For our DSKs, we run our graphics through DSK1. We currently run our Stinger through DSK3. So anytime we use the transition between the studio and a package. And then DSK4 runs our bug as well as our spots. So that way, when our show is live, you see the bug, but when you go to spots and breaks, the bug goes away. So we need to figure out how to run that in the ROS environment as well. And that is, I believe, our setup here. This is just our main program monitor. Our main setup. This is our studio. We've got a large video wall here, running from Resolume on its own computer. We have a window here which we open and close. Teleprompter is run from the desk here through AutoScript. We have QScript prompters with Sony FR7s. We have a return video monitor which shows the timer and that program monitor, or the clocks. If we are in an interview, here will be a video feed of the program. We have a motion slider, which we are changing out for an FR7, running off Kessler controls. This is our other return monitor. We have a large program return right here. That's the countdown clock for the studio. Third camera over there. And yeah, that's our studio.